Okay.
Potremmo prepare alle esperienze in questa maniera.
Once you enter, just mute so that we don't disturb. Okay.
Sir, good evening.
Evening. Can we confirm that you can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen clearly.
Okay, great. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about how you can own land and earn from it. Okay, so but before I go into that, let me first explain who we are, or who I am, and what I am representing. So my name is Nnamdi Oba. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Sytemap. So these are my details. If you want to reach me privately, I am open to speak with you. So at Sytemap, we are leveraging on technology to divide big lands into smaller plots, creating different communities and making land ownership affordable. So these communities, I mean, is what we actually call in estates in Nigeria. We get land because of how land acquisition here is in Nigeria. So we get land, verified land, and we divide them, use them to build community. Okay, so we've been doing that for the past 3 years right now. And we're not just alone, we have other investors who are also backing us. We have the likes of AROM, Capitanich, Draper Ventures is in US, Stella is also in US, Adavas is also a US investor, CBVC is a Switzerland investor, Rebel Seed Capital is in Nigeria here, Sean is also in Nigeria, Future Africa is also a Nigerian investor. Of course, we know ARM also. So these are people backing us in this our business that we are doing right now. And over the last year and now, we have been able to help women acquire over 500,000 square meters of land. So we focus on making it easy for women to own land across Nigeria. So while doing this business, we noticed something, and one of it is there are millions of people in Nigeria, especially women, dream of owning land, but they face a lot of barriers. One is it's expensive. Anyone you want to buy is very expensive, and there is also high upfront payment. People are asking to pay 50%, 1 million down payment, three, all this kind of things. So these are very expensive land, and that's one of the things that are making a lot of people not to be able to involve in owning their land. And again, there is also fraud. Okay, there's also land fraud. And of course, 1% out of 10 people, 9% already has been scammed or know who has been scammed in Nigerian land businesses. So from our own side, we also noticed one thing. Most of the land that has been sold, nobody is actually yet using it. It's just lying there. There's no good use the land is put into. Everybody is focusing more on waiting for the land to appreciate. But we thought it was if you own a land, why waiting for this land to appreciate, that this land can be put into production and you earn income from there while you are waiting. In fact, that your way, because the land is put into production, it can also guarantee or make your land to value faster. Because as others are seeing that you are earning from your land, they might want to get involved. And which we also, of course, everybody owns the land, which will also make that land expensive for people to come in. So putting the land into production makes it easy for that land to also appreciate faster than other lands that are beside that estate. So that is why we launched what we are calling Sitemap Income Land. So Sitemap Income Land helps you to own land and you make money from your land yearly. So the land also comes with is a verified ownership. You have your deed of assignment, deed of conveyance, your survey plan, our sitemap digital certificate of allocation, because everything we do on sitemap is purely digitized. All the whole processes are digitized. So you also have a flexible payment plan and you earn an annual income from your land. Okay, so how this works is currently now we have one now that we are currently showcasing, and we are calling it Sitemap Women Estate. So this Sitemap Women Estate is located in Odagwa, Eche local government, not Igbo Eche, because whenever you call Eche, everybody's mind goes to Igbo Eche. Igbo Eche is also a village in Eche local government. Odagwa is also a community in Eche local government. And why did we decide to choose Odagwa? There are a lot of development coming towards there. There is the new River State University in Abara Eche, you understand, is bringing in development. And we have all the shares, or shell oil uh, position there, and some other oil companies, they have all their rig points in those areas. And again, I think last year we saw Tony Lumelu buying big expanse of land in that area, which means something big is coming there. And that is why we chose this location, because that's also how immediately the moment Dangote chose Ibejuleki, things started happening there. And that's also the trend we are following here. And that is why we are choosing this location. So this estate is going to come gated, perimeter fencing, deed of conveyance, certificate of allocation, survey, internal roads, and a commercial farm. So this commercial farm is going to be a habanera pepper farm. So we are going to plant this farm in phases. Sorry, we are going to make these farms in phases. The land is about 3 acres of land. The estate is about 3 acres of land, which is average 5 acres. So we will start farming in 1 acre by 1 acre for 5 years. So in 1 acre, we are going to focus on planting about 9,000 pepper seedlings. And this is going to be managed by agricultural experts that we are partnering with. And of course, we're also ensuring the crops too. From there, we can distribute the harvest that comes from the land. So why are we choosing habanero pepper? So habanero pepper is like something we consume every day in Nigeria. From this picture here, you can of course know the habanero pepper we are talking about. So it's something that is being consumed every day in Nigeria, everywhere in Nigeria, and it has a very massive demand everywhere in the local market, restaurant, hotels, food processors, pepper exporters. It is that majority being sold in Port Harcourt, but two is it's shorter. It has a shorter wait to harvest. So habanero pepper takes 4 months after planting. After 4 months after planting, you start harvesting. And not just you start harvesting, you can harvest habanero pepper every 2 weeks, up to 8 to 12 months during the production cycle, which means you can harvest every 2 weeks and you harvest for 8 months. If you properly manage the farm, you can harvest up to 12 months, depending on the species too of that habanero pepper. So that's one of the things we have seen. And of course, because you can do these multiple harvests, it is profitable. So that is one of these are the reasons why we are choosing habanero pepper. We don't want to do um, something that when we choose plant that you start harvesting in 3 years. So a lot of there will be a lot of questions. So there'll be a lot of questions every day, every year, what is going on and all that. So we want something that has a shorter cycle that can be properly managed and get returns also. So our pre-launch prices is we are selling at 5,000 naira per square meter. So which is we divided the land into smaller sizes. So we have the 50 square meters, we have the 100 square, the 50 square meter, we'll call it starter plots. We have the 100 square meter, which we are calling the quarter plot. We have the 200 square meter, which we are calling the half plot. We also have 400 square meter. I think we actually ruled out 300 square meter so that we can be able to manage it. But it doesn't mean that someone cannot buy 300 square meter because the whole system is built using per square meter. So you can buy per 50 square meter. So you can buy as many 50 square meter you can. So it's easy for you to be able to choose either you're buying 200, 250, 150 as your money or your pocket can reach. So the price for the 50 square meter is 250,000 naira. The price for the 100 square meter is 500,000. The price for the 200 square meter is 1 million. And the price for the 300 square meter is 1.5. The price for the 400 square meter is 2 million. So 50 square meter is like where 8 people are owning one full plot of 400 square meters. Okay. 300 square meter is like where maybe 3 people are owning um, one full plot. 200 square meter is where 2 people are owning one full plot. 100 square meter is where 4 people are owning one full plot. So that's how we positioned it because we are working with women and we are looking at where everybody is involved, looking depending on your pocket. So anyone your hand can reach, you partake in this development. So currently, this 5,000 square meter is actually a 50% discount. The actual price is 10,000 naira per square meter. But we want to be able to help some of our women who are in our community to be able to come in at this early stage. And once we hit 150 of these 50 square meters sold, we return back the price to 10,000 naira per square meter. Okay, so this is our revenue projection for this habanero pepper and how you can earn the revenue. Okay, so on how you can earn your revenue from that. So we have 3 scenarios here. The total plant we want to go for the first phase is 9,000 pepper plants. And the estimated so we have a scenario where the estimated harvest per plant gives us 2 kg. We also have a scenario where estimated payment plan can give 3 kg. We have a estimated where the harvest of the plant can give 4 kg. Okay, so but standard is usually 2 kg. But if you manage the plant very well and it yields so much, it can yield up to 4 kg. But we don't want to do our rough estimate with 4 kg. So we are focusing more on the 2 kg. Okay, so on the 2 kg, if we harvest 2 kgs, that means the total harvest we should be having is 18,000 kg. Okay, so 18,000 kg, we are looking at if we are selling currently now in the market, a price for a kg of habanero pepper is 8,000 naira to 10,000 naira, depending on who is selling. You understand? Depending on who is selling and who is buying. So currently it's about 8,000 naira to 10,000 naira. But we put different rough estimates here. So I'm going to also explain that. So we say, what if we sell at 1,600, if we sell at 2,000 naira, we sell at 3,000, or if we sell at 4,000, and we sell at 5,000 naira. These are the revenues we can get from that. You understand? So this is just for 1 acre, but our estate is 5 acre, which we are going to be increasing we're going to be adding more pepper farming per acre per year. That way we can be able to plant across 5 years in this. Okay. So this is the earning projection and how we are able to put it. So I am using the 4,000 naira kg because it's more like half of what is in the market. Because planting or selling pepper can be volatile also. That sometimes is cheaper, that sometimes is more expensive. But currently now in the market right now, we expected pepper to be actually be cheaper right now, but it's still very expensive. Okay, so which means that the market dynamics is also a little bit changing, kind of. So we are using 4,000 naira per kg as our worst case scenario. You understand? If let's say there's no market and the price crash from 8,000 to 4,000 naira. So this is actually what we are going to get if you buy 50 square meters. So here, the prices here has already been divided into two. So we expected that the return, like what I have here, for the 4,000, we are talking about if we sell, the revenue will be around 72 million. If we sell the 18 kg for 4,000 naira, we should be selling at we should be able to realize 72 million on the first year. Okay, so this earning here is based on 50% distribution. So our goal is once we realize 72 million naira, we're going to divide it into two. We'll share 50% to the landowners. Reinvest. So what it means is if you are buying any plot you are buying now, we are not asking you to pay anymore again for the whole 5 years. So any plot you're buying right now, we are taking 50% of it and reinvest to the next acre. Okay, and reinvest to the next acre and then distribute 50%. So average earning is about, okay, you can see that the average earning is about 270,000 naira yearly. But we don't want to project 270,000 naira. And that is why in our messages you see 150,000. Because we'll try to reduce it a little bit so that it's not going to sound too good to be true. Okay, that's why we reduce it to 115,000 naira as the average earning that can uh, so this is on the worst case scenario. So which means that if it goes down more to 1,600 like I have here, you understand, it's going to reduce. The earning is going to reduce. Okay. So if it also goes high as this 8,000 naira or 10,000 naira, then this earning is also going to be high. And that is why we're saying there is no guarantee. We can't tell you you're earning 15% or 50%, you understand, of what you put in the land. We don't want to, you understand, sound that way because all the actual, yielding distributions depend on the farm performance, the market prices, and the operation cost. But what we are ensuring that there will be earning, you understand, but we don't guarantee the actual figure that is going to come. So that is why we did this earning projection for you to understand using a worst case scenario so that every time you look at it, you can see that you can earn something reasonable while owning land. So this is our roadmap. We started sales at August 2020. That's 1st August. That's when we started our sales. So in November, we will start plant nursery on the estate. December, we transplant this to the farm or to the ground. Then by February, we'll start our first harvest. This is our roadmap. That means from February to May, we will have the first distribution. Okay, then by May to August, depending on how this plant produce harvest, we also have a second earning distribution, and that is how we plan and project this project. Okay, so like I said, the earning is 50,000 distributed to the member estate, and 50% is also used to reinvest to expand the commercial farming. So whatever you are buying now, you are not going to pay for anything again till 5 years time. And after 5 years, and all the estate members says we are not yet to we don't want to build on this hard land yet, we can continue farming and still share returns to the landowners. So that's pretty how this work. And we have our 8 trust promises as a company guiding us to make sure that these things are done. So we are real estate company, but everything we are doing is automated. I'm also going to share our system with you so that you can understand what I mean by that. So what we're guaranteeing everyone is if you choose plot 10, you're going to get plot 10 is your plot. So we use our satellite imagery to be able to make it easy for people to select the plot that they want by themselves, or we can help you also select. You select, generate your offer letter with payment on it. Once you make payment, instant payment confirmation. You don't have to call me. You don't have to call any of my team members to say, I made payment or I have not. Once you pay, our system automatically confirms you. If you pay outright, it automatically generates your certificate of allocation immediately, which is also stored on the blockchain as security. So we are also promising you that the estate is secured, and we are giving out a 10 years encumbrance guarantee. So while we can use hundreds and other, but we are positioning at 10. But why we are doing this is to tell you, go and sleep. You don't have any issue on the land. So like I said, once you finish your payment, whether you're paying outright or you're paying installment, the moment you finish, our system automatically allocates you your plot. So you don't even have to wait for us to say, which one is my plot number? Because you are choosing a plot before even making payment, you already have instant allocation. We're also promising 7 days documentation ready. So once you finish making payments within 7 days, you get your document is ready for delivery. We have delivered some of the document already this week, people who has also finished making payment. So we also promising that, like I said, the earning comes between May and September as so you're going to earn twice of your distribution of your earning every year. And we promise free documentation delivery. You don't have to pay us. When you finish making payment, we'll process your document. Provided you are within Nigeria, we're going to send your document to you free of charge. We're not going to ask you for anything. Then from our system, because the moment you buy from us, you have your own dashboard where you can be seeing these lands, see them from the satellite imagery. From there, we will be giving you quarterly updates about your land, how the crops are performing, how the crops are growing. We'll give you quarterly update, pictures, images on how everything are happening. So you don't have to call us or to ask us question, what is going on. We show it to you every quarterly. So you can also help us in helping a lot of women to own land. So we are offering 10% sales commission, 2% if you refer someone and the person also refer another person to buy land, you earn 2% from there. Then we also have a bonus of 3%. So we calculate all all the total sales you did in a month and give you 3% of that also. So all these things are automated. The payments, the commissions, you don't have to call anybody. Once you follow through our system and reserve a plot for someone using your own unique link, and the person makes payment, the money is paid to your account instantly. You don't have to call me. You don't have to call anybody in my team to say, I've not received any money. So the money is going to pay instantly. Sometimes that might be delay. It's not from us. It's the bank. It might take some hours before it comes. So you just also have to be patient. But once it comes, it's instant. We don't have any hand to touch this. We have already set it up. We have programmed it. It pays like that from our system. So this is pretty what we have. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our real-time. I'm going to show you our real-time transaction so that you can see. It's also on our website. If you go to our website, you can click on view transactions. You will see how the transactions are happening. So everything we're saying here is not a lie, but we have proofs for all of them. So we are going to be showing you the whole proof. Okay, so this is on our website. When you click on our website, you can go, you see how all lands are coming. You see someone paid 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, sorry, 12 hours ago, and all that, a day ago, 2 days ago. So this is how you see all transactions. Anything, if you make payment, in the moment the money leaves your account, you can come here and check. You will definitely see that transaction here. So everything is automated. We don't hide anything. We show it to our people. So you can see that we have done over 516,000 square meters of land sold. So this is how the land, our digital land looks like. So this is it here. So, sorry. So you can from here see the location where this land is in Odagwa. If I zoom down more, you can see this is Odagwa, this is Otamiri River and all that. So there's no bridge yet, but I'm sure in the future there'll be bridge to cross this because now currently everybody is passing through these Owerri roads to enter this community. But I'm very sure that there is in the future there will be bridge in this place that can connect people directly to that community. But now people run from Igrita, this is Igrita, to go to that particular location where it is. So as Port Harcourt is developing and improving, all these will also be developed. So with our system, you can see, we don't hide, we don't tell you it's 10 minutes drive to somewhere else. We show you exactly where it is. You can actually get direction directly from here to that estate. So we don't also hide it. So from here, you can get direction from wherever you are, you understand, to that particular location as it is. So that's pretty what we have done. So from our system, sitemap.com, you can log into, you can create account, log in, go to browse estates. This estate is actually the first you can see. You can open it and select a plot. So all this plot has already been taken by people. All these plots that you're seeing showing orange. Orange means the person is paying outright, is paying installment for 6 months. Red means the person has paid outright. So all the reds, those people have actually finished paying. And the blue ones are people who has reserved but has not made payment yet. So we have a 48 hours window on the system. Everything is automated. So the system will keep reminding you for payment for 48 hours. If you didn't pay, it will return it to available so that another person who is interested in that spot can easily choose that spot. So that's pretty how we position ourselves so that with this system, we can assure you that there's nothing like oversubscription. If it's sold out, it's sold out. No oversubscription, no collecting money from people, and there's no land for them. So we are the only transparent real estate company in Nigeria that can be able to achieve this. Okay, so if you want to get registered, so there are two things. Just go to sitemap.com. It's SY, but it's the same. So we removed I and put X. So we remove I and put Y. So it's sitemap.com. So as you go to sitemap.com, you can get started by setting up your account, see that live transaction. You can click here and see the live transaction and all that. So that's pretty much about us. If you can't do this, if you cannot do this, maybe due to the technology wise, we also have another option. You can send us or me, whichever one, you can send us your name, phone number, email, address, the name you want it to be on the document, and we will reserve the plot for you. You get email with your offer letter, your payment details. You can go ahead, sign offer letter, and make your payment. That's pretty much what we are doing at Sytemap. So if you have any question, I think this is time to ask your question. Thank you so much. Let me check. Okay, I'm checking some of the questions that has been asked. Okay, so all these things will be provided to you. So you can message maybe Chidi, or we have all these informations that you asked here. That's Mr. Tammy, who's provide all these informations before. Yeah, we'll have everything. So you don't have anything to worry about. At least I mentioned most of these things on the presentation. Yeah. So all these questions, I hope, Mr. Kemi, I hope this presentation answered majority of all these questions you posted here, right? You can also talk.
Yeah, thank you so much for the presentation. I really wanted clarity on those information. That's why I sent a mail. I have not received any acknowledgement, or so I thought to drop it here since we have this presentation. The whole idea is awesome, is exciting, but you and I know that investment is not about excitement, it's about facts. So I just wanted these questions to be clearly answered, and it will inform the next level of action in the investment decision. And I understand that you have mentioned that you touched some areas, but I think Mr. Chidi is on the call. If he can attest to it, a mail had come with that name, to him, because the automated mail that was sent expressly instructed that mail requests or inquiry should be sent to him. I'd really appreciate you or him to really address those areas, and I'll be good. I'll be good. But so far, your presentation is awesome. Everything you said is just, permit me to say, too good to be true as Nigeria. But then, your response will help me. Thank you.
No problem. We are going to reply that email tomorrow. We already have those, so we already have those answers. So we're just going to send those on a PDF so that you can just read through. Okay, somebody's asking, do we have sites in Lagos State? No. But we have sites in Ogun State, but we have not started Ogun State yet. So we will start soon, but not now. We also have in Abuja, but we have not started yet. So we are focusing more on this Port Harcourt. From there, we can take it to, we want to do it one after the other.
Sorry, may I also include, there was a time, you guys have been around for quite a while now.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I got it clearly, but there was a time I heard something like some persons who own lands who wanted to have a satellite view privilege can register or upload some information with Sytemap, and then the person can view the property real time anywhere in the world. I don't know if that still exists.
Yes, it is.
And
Yes, it is.
I would like a guidance on that as well. Then finally, you made mention about referrals and referral commission. I want to understand if that affiliate privilege is made on the site or we are manually sharing links to individuals. And you know that if we are manually sharing links, not too many Nigerians are used to or appreciate, especially those who want to do this kind of investment. They are skeptical about links because of what scamming does and all that. So are there alternative ways to link where they can go ahead, make these investment, and then the person who has referred them will not have anything to lose out? I'd also appreciate a response on that area. Thank you.
Okay, so this can be done two ways. So we also have a group. So maybe what I will do is I'm going to Chidi, please share the Digital Realtors Community Group link here, so that people who are interested, who wants to refer people, can join the group. We also train you on how you can go about that. So we can do it in two ways. So the same way we are doing, you can help the person reserve a plot. The person don't necessarily have to be the one to click on the link and do all those things. Once you have convinced the person to pay, collect the same detail that I just mentioned: your name, phone number, email address, understand, and the name the person wants to be on the document, and use your hand, choose a plot for the person, and generate offer letter and payment for the person. Okay. Sorry, once you do that, the person will just get email with those informations. When they pay, is automatically registered under you. So you don't have to. They also write down these things: name, phone number, email address, password, and these things. So write it to also on the chat so that they can copy it down. So that way it's simple. You don't even have to stress the person on the technology aspect. Okay. So if the person is a techie person or you understand how to do those things, then you can give the person your link to register on the platform. So when the person registers, you can do those things by themselves and you still earn your commission. And the sweet thing that we have done also is, if the person decides to buy again without letting you know, because he has registered under you before, the person is now under you. So anytime the person rebuys without even telling you, you still earn commission from us. So that's how our system works. So this program is specifically built for women, but we are not stopping men from investing. Okay, so men can also invest, maybe with your wife, with their children, daughters, sons, or with the mother, with the sister, or anyhow. Everybody is welcome, but it's specifically built for women. Will there be management fee? Oh, like from all the things I mentioned here, I did not mention anything about management fee. So I said 50% is paid, 50% is used for reinvestment. So management fee can also be in that 50% that is used in reinvesting. I don't know if I answered this clearly. So why are women not enjoying special discount? Men are free to join. We're not stopping you from joining. So if a client pays now, when is they expecting to start? And like I said, harvesting starts from February from our timeline. Timeline can also change, maybe due to some factors, but we are not planning to change yet. So from February, we'll start harvesting. We'll harvest for the first 4 months, we distribute returns. We harvest again. If there is still need for harvesting, then we distribute again. Somebody is raising hands. Madam Grace, you are free to talk.
Thank you, Mr. Inamdi. Good evening, everyone. And
Really?
thank you for visiting my office. All right, so number one, what I wanted to say is about the return, which you know that the most important of us here anyway. And I just want to suggest to advise that you have to be very careful when it's to return. And I know in the contract, the return is not is how would I put it, is not stable and is not a value, a stable value. It varies. It varied, and I'm thinking if there is a way we can know the or the, and again we need to look at transparency, because I said that we are with 1 acre, because as me now, that will be that but we that were not in Port Harcourt, how we to know the of what is invested, so that it will just be like this is what is 200,000 or 100,000 or 50,000 that is coming to you today. I would like value for money. You understand? How have you been that thing that's supposed to be for me? Not giving us a specific value or amount. Not that you are saying what we are there, so you are giving us 50K round. You are not, so it means what are you giving? We'll just accept it like that. And I don't think it's standard. So I'm thinking you should just round going to play that part. And you have to play that part very well. That when it comes to money, we women beings, especially Nigerians, we are always curious and when it's to money. Just to put your reputation, and so that your reputation will be destroyed when it comes to money. So I just think I'm just advising that you should properly think around that angle. I heard that the 10 today. So why am I getting 10,000 naira? You understand? So I don't know how you will do it. I don't have an idea of how you will do it, but I just that you should just think about this pilot study, and at the pipeline still learning how you have to make work properly. I understand that, but at the same time, just have it at the back of your mind that you are human beings with money, and these are important on ground. There are factors that you need to really want for your reputation to be positive. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ma. So, like I said initially, we have what we are calling, one of the promises that we made is we will be updating everyone who is a member of the land of the estate, you understand, from the platform every 3 months, which means every 3 months you are knowing if the agriculture is failing or is doing well. You understand? So, and we can still do monthly also. You get, so we'll share videos, pictures, you see everything in real time. You see everything, how the whole place is doing or what we actually doing. You understand? We will not keep the members of the owners of the land in darkness. So we will share informations monthly, quarterly on how we are doing or what we are doing. We'll carry everyone along. If there are losses, we are telling you there are losses. If there are, because what we're trying to do here is not just uh, to make money. We want to build a company. We want to build a solid business that is not just for Nigeria, a business that we can also replicate in other countries like Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania's, Senegal. In fact, almost everywhere in the country, this can be replicated, and we cannot start now. You understand? To start doing something that may shoot us on the leg. We're actually a global company registered in US also. So, and we have foreign investors, like I showed us in the starting of the on the presentation. We have foreign investors. So it's not just about the women, but our reputation across every places. So that is actually what we are solving. So we are bent on building a solid business that can take us and last for us, and everybody can earn from this generation to come.
Okay, thank you. And I also wanted to mention that I sent a message sometimes ago that this Sytemap, I know that I am one of the foundational customers. So once you boom, don't forget also, not that by the time this Sytemap organization now, that's when you have to say you want to be selling one land for 50 million, and you just forgot. By that politicians start buying and people start coming, you forgot we have we are just managing with 500,000 that we are paying installment. So I'm just pleading that, because that is how startups used to be. The startup, when they start, they will be looking for customers, but by the time they boom, and by the time politicians start bringing billions, we started with them. By the time you just send a message, they will just be like, I beg you. It's not available. They go another place. You understand? I don't know if people have witnessed that before, but I've witnessed it, and that's what I'm saying. We started the organization, we were customers, they just ignore us. You understand? And when people start bringing big, they will tell you that you should go to another place. It's not available. So well done. Good
Thank
work.
you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for your support. You have been supporting us for a very long time. You have been supporting us since last year, and we really, really appreciate you. So this is how our system looks like. So you can log in and you can deposit money to buy, or you can easily buy from the map directly. So you can see how many plots that you own and all that. So from the plot now, you can actually click on view detail. From this view detail, you are going to see everything, how you have been making payment. Okay, you're going to see the certificate of allocation. If you finish making payment, you can see the certificate of allocation. So it comes with the exact place that plot is, and you can download this. You can click here to download this document. You can also see the offer letter that you signed with us is also going to be here. So everything is recorded for you on the platform. You are not going to lose anyone at all. So you can also view the land on the map directly where it is. So we show you the exact portion of that plot that you bought from us. So you see it also on the map. You have the coordinates and all that if you want to visit that place by yourself. Okay, so this is where the updates is happening. So wherever there is an update, we post it here. Videos, pictures, we're going to post it here with title and explaining what is going on and all that. So you're going to see it on that. So if you buy 20 plots, you're going to see it, or buy from different estate projects, you're going to see it from here also. So these are what are coming soon. If you want to transfer your land to another person, or if you want to resell, we are coming to those ones. We are building that. If you want to rent out or lease, all these features are still coming on the platform. But for now, you can be able to view all your information of that particular plot anytime, any day. So I have Ishaku is raising his
Okay, yes. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I actually joined late. So I want to ask, first of all, if this recording can be shared after
yes.
this presentation for us that came late. So um, 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 I really want to appreciate you. You are somebody I've followed for a long time. I was introduced, Chimeze Chuta introduced me to you. And I've seen that over these years, you have stayed on one thing. You have really stayed on one thing. So I think it's very, very commendable. Very, very commendable. Most of my questions have been answered. I had, I think I was jotting down some questions, almost about 11. But in the course of the discussion, I discovered most of my questions have been answered. So the only thing I want to add up here is the surety of our land. You said is going to be confirmed on the blockchain. So, and you've talked about allocation papers, we can download them. I don't know if you have any plans for us to also have a part surrender or for us to be able to download other documents like the RFO or the CFO. I don't know if you have that. Then secondly, I heard you talked about the referral program. Is there a percentage? If there's a percentage, I would like to know. What is, like I referred people, what is the percentage that will come to me? So I think these are the two things that I just want to know. Thank you so much.
Okay, yes, so we are working on most of the deed that we have. We will also be uploading it on the system so that even if you misplace your own or anything, you can always come to that plot and re-download your deeds or your title document as case may be. We will upload
Okay.
it. But currently, we are still doing it the way traditional business is. You finish, we'll get your deed, you get your survey, and we'll deliver it to you free of
Oh,
charge.
beautiful,
So yes, we
beautiful.
do that free of charge, and anywhere you are in the country, we'll send it to you, and through dispatch companies, and they get it to you to your house. And we also promise that this document should be ready 7 days after you complete payment. We are not going to hold your document for a very long time. So for the commission, yes, we have commission structures. We have 10% when you sell.
Okay.
2% when someone you refer also sells, you get 2%.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
3% total of what you sold in a month. We calculate everything, or total amount that comes in from you and what you sold. We send it also to you as a
Oh,
thank you
beautiful.
not to sell. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Madam Lovett, I think it's your turn.
Hi, good evening. Thank
Good
you so
evening.
much. Um, so for marketing purpose, I've been having a conversation with my friends based on what we discussed. I want more clarification on the 50% you talked about. So, for instance, if I own a plot, from what myself and you discussed, the return on investment is 2.1 million. Is that 50% included in the 2.1 million, or the 2.51 million is the 50% coming to the investors?
Yeah, from the projection that we did, yes. What I shared with you, I've already removed the 50%. It's already based on the 50% distribution.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's my question. I appreciate it.
Great. Mr. Tammy, I think it's your turn.
It's
So
like
after
Mr.
Mr. Tammy and the Yvonne, then we'll call it a day.
Thank you for giving me another opportunity. So, Mr. Ishaku asked of some documents. He mentioned C of O. But you didn't say anything about CFO. Any reason why?
Okay, so this I assume that the CFO he's mentioning is title. It's more like I see it as how do I put it? A generalized word for title. You understand? Why am I saying that is because not CFO is not something you get easily. You understand? So what we are doing here, what we are doing on our own is register. We are going to register the whole estate. You understand? We're going to do a register survey and get what we are calling COD. You understand? Certificate of I've forgotten the D, but in Port Harcourt here is called COD. It's issued by the Surveyor General Office. So that's where we're going to stop in getting this. So when you have this document, it's actually easy for you to apply for CFO in Port Harcourt. You understand? So, but CFO is something the governor is signing, is the governor that is in charge of it. So getting it is not something that is very, very easy. The same thing we're going to do in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, and also in Abuja. In Abuja, we're going to get the FCD approval. Then from the FCD approval, applying for RFO and CFO becomes easier for all the members of the plot. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense to you. So we will not go to the length of trying to
It
apply
makes sense.
CFO. It's very, very expensive. Yeah.
Being that you are real estate owners, I do not know if you have plans to own personal lands in this property such that you don't lease everything out. I do not know if you have plans on that. But either way, I want to confirm on the C of O issue. When it comes to that point and an investor, an individual want to do this for the land, is Sitemap giving
Going to
any
help.
assistance or giving any assistance whatsoever to follow up through the process to get this done?
Yes, we will. We will be happy to help. We will be happy. We'll be happy
Thank
to help. Okay, the last person, Yvonne.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Thank you. That was a very great presentation. I have just two questions. In all of the explanation that you did, there was no farm management fee. And then I also want to ask for insurance, just in case we're wondering if anything happens, like you've already told us, you're not giving us 100% guarantee. Is there insurance? At least we could get capital back.
Yes, there is insurance on the crop. The land is already yours. So what you are buying is actually land. The farm is a bonus. Okay? So, but there is insurance on the crop. The land is yours 100%. I'm not going to take it from you. So, but crop, we're going to insure crop. Okay? So we already signing a partnership with an insurance company that handles crop insurance. So that has been taken care of. And we also have a real estate um, a professional agriculture company that we are also going to work with. I forgot to put the logo on the presentation, but you don't have anything to worry about on that. Everything is taken care of.
Okay. So we're not going to be paying any other thing aside this first money that we're paying. Since you didn't mention any management fee or whatever.
No management fee. Everything, let's assume that we have added everything on the land, so on the land price, so you don't have to pay for anything.
All right, thank you very much. That's all from my end.
Thank you. So if you want to buy now, if you want to start reserving yours, like we said, 150, we take the price back to the price. So we have already almost close to 100 right now. So it's just remaining 50 unit of 50 square meters. So if you are interested in working, you can work with Chidi. I think majority of us here knows Chidi already, and some also knows me. So you see that you're talking to me, you're talking to Chidi. Let's help you reserve a plot. You can also go and do it yourself. Create an account, log in, do our KYC, reserve your plot, make your payment. It will still work. But if you don't want to go those process, bring it to us. We'll help you reserve. And the moment you reserve, your account is already set up. You just need to log in and go and do your KYC. And although we are going to follow up on you on all those processes, but that is how it works. Everything is automated. You don't have to worry about it. The moment you make payment, you're getting your auto confirmation email immediately. And you see your plots on your dashboard exactly as this one is. You see it, everything showing for you. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you guys making it out to joining us, and we explaining all this and how we can be able to have a better Nigeria where as the economy of the country is flogging us, we are replacing it from this angle. And that is just what we want to achieve. We want to create an environment where people can own land and also earn from it. Thank you so much for your time. King, we're already
Please,
late. You can
hello,
call me
please.
directly.
Hello, please, sir. Has the link for the website been published, been sent here? Please, can you send it here?
Chidi, please send the link here for the
Please,
website.
please.
Chidi, send the link here so that we can pick it from here. So if you cannot do it by yourself, message me or message Chidi.
Okay.
Let's get you started.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Okay,
so much
yes,
for
it's here.
Good night.
It's here now. It's here.
Okay, copy. Everyone should copy or click on so that I can end the meeting.
Okay.
So we're also going to share the video, the recording also via email, so that people who we are not in the meeting can also be able to watch. Thank you, guys. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Mr. Namdi, that was awesome. That was very, very awesome. Wonderful. And my people were in the meeting. I'm very happy.